Aries. Aries symbol. It's a little too easy to get riled up over minor misunderstandings or misfires today, dear Aries. The day can generate quite a bit of enthusiastic and creative energy, but it may be a little challenging to enjoy and use it positively. Watch for unusual reactions to others' opinions. There's a tendency to want to score intellectual points when a sensitive approach is best, but, in truth, it can be a real challenge to get things right today. There could be the need to let go of a method that has served you in the past but that now is outdated. It's probably better to give ideas time to breathe and mature instead of rushing things. Taurus. Taurus symbol. Personal interactions can be on the tense side in spots today, dear Taurus, and it's all too easy to push people's buttons. You can experience quite a few cravings today, but it's hard to pinpoint actual needs. You can be especially resistant in the face of someone who might seem to be pushing or pressuring you. There can be some edginess, and the extra energy you're experiencing today can feel excessive if you're not channeling it into something productive. New ideas may very well be golden, but they need time to mature before putting into action. Keeping yourself busy with assorted tasks can be satisfying. Gemini. Gemini symbol. Transits today can stir some restlessness, dear Gemini, and you may need to find suitable outlets for excess energy. Coming on too strongly may not go over well with slightly edgy or competitive energy in play. People in your life can take you on a roller coaster ride today, and it's best to conserve your energy and aim to be helpful and productive. Others can challenge you, but what matters most is how you respond. There can be a triggering of buried feelings today, and it would be wise to treat it as a chance to rid yourself of old resentments. If you do need to get frustrations out into the open, even though this can be a messy time to do so, you may need this extra nudge to air out problems. Cancer. Cancer symbol. Your desire to investigate and detect is strong today, dear Cancer, but it may lead you down a tricky corridor. It can be a time when you or someone close to you seem to be quick to stir the pot. It's best not to take things too personally now and perhaps keep yourself busy with problem solving instead of problem creating. Desires may not be about actual wants, and improving your life doesn't require pushing too far. You may disagree with someone close to you about methods or approaches today. Transits might also stir up frustrations over any power imbalances in a relationship. However, the somewhat complex energy with you today can help you turn around a problem area in your life. Leo. Relationships can be exciting but perhaps moody, dear Leo, as desires are strong but unclear, and it's all too easy to spin your wheels today. If you let your mind run idle, you might find yourself worrying needlessly over the tiniest of things, and irritability is likely. Motivation can dip if you don't keep busy and active. It may be best to watch for latching onto an idea and pushing it without budging. It may temporarily feel as if you're protecting or gaining something as you do so, but you'll be in a better position if you aim to grow through your conversations. Circumstances or people can almost seem to be riling you up. However, this energy is about getting you into better touch with your heart's desire. Virgo. There can be some annoyances relating to others in spots today, dear Virgo, possibly due to cranky moods or attempts to get the upper hand. However, it's just as likely that you and the people around you are only half sure about what they want, which can lead to mischief and pot stirring. Certainly, A feeling that you are not achieving enough or that you want more from life can lead to important innovations, but if you push too hard before genuinely knowing where you are going, you may end up feeling stressed and restless. There can be some tension revolving around memories or reminders of a frustrating past matter. Watch for overspending and borrowing from the future on non-material levels as well. However, it can be a lively, creative day if you can answer to the desires that are coming from the heart. Libra. You can feel a little restless if you don't know where to channel excess energy today, dear Libra, making it best to seek productive ways to express yourself. Even so, with today's transits, others could misinterpret your playfulness if they're seeking a sensitive approach. There may be some tension or power plays in your interactions, but it can be a temporary and possibly motivating disruption. Use extra boosts of energy to fix problems or work enthusiastically on your projects or current interests. If hidden anger is stirred, perhaps it's a good thing to get it out in the open. A disagreement can be irritating, but it's minor and likely has its roots in feeling neglected or ego drained. Scorpio. A disagreement with someone or off-timing can irritate you in spots today, dear Scorpio, but it's minor and likely has its roots in feeling neglected or restless. Watch for hastiness, as you don't want to trip over yourself or others in your desire to do many different things. You could experience a desire to reach out and share, but there's some hesitation as well, as keeping things under wraps makes some sense to you at the moment. Taking special care with your communications and paperwork is appropriate now. It's possible that you feel a protective need to defend yourself. Disagreeing on fundamental issues can prompt a heated discussion, and so can anything that seems to attack your ego and pride, as you may be feeling on the defensive. Take a deep breath and ask yourself whether or not it's worth the stress. With the moon in your solar 12th house, it's a better time to take a break or keep things on the down low, which comes far more easily as the day advances. Sagittarius. Minor disagreements are possible today, dear Sagittarius, but the trick is to try not to take things too personally. Desires can come on strongly, and it makes sense to sort out which ones are pure and those that are more likely to lead you off the path. With Mars in your sign and intensified by minor but challenging aspects, your ambition stirs, but so does your anger if things are not going as well as you'd like. Try not to push others as you seek answers. There can be impatience and agitation over resources or money. Considering that it's easier than usual to trigger resistance in others, you can enjoy yourself if you keep a bit of distance. Capricorn. You can be fired up and ready to get something going today, dear Capricorn, but you may be only spinning your wheels until you get a plan in place. While minor challenging aspects can stir creative energy today, knowing where to direct it is not easy. Remembering that happiness comes from your own making is essential now, because putting high expectations on others is not only hard on them, but it's also ultimately hard on you. There may be promises made that are forgotten or burdensome later. Timing may be off. Even issues that you may have thought were ancient history could surface under moments of duress. As the day advances, a sense that you're working toward important goals gives you a feeling of purposefulness. Aquarius. In spots today, there's some tendency to speak before you get all the facts or reveal something you might wish to be private, on second thought, dear Aquarius. It's all too easy to lead with your desires and forget about your feelings in the process today, which are taking longer than usual to catch up. Creative energy is stirring now, but tapping into it requires some thought and self-understanding. Desires that come on suddenly and powerfully may mask true wants, and it's best not to fool yourself into thinking that satisfying a sudden whim will truly improve your life. It's best to keep in mind that negotiations can be tough temporarily, as there are likely hidden agendas at play or information not yet known. Pisces. People can be somewhat disagreeable today, dear Pisces, as it's challenging to get in touch with our desires temporarily. Energy can be bursting at times, but while you can certainly enjoy the waves of enthusiasm, it can be all too easy to misfire. Know yourself and your boundaries before digging too deeply. You could become quite fired up about work or your reputation, and it's best to use this energy wisely since misjudging a situation is more than likely under current transits. With some creativity, you can use challenges and obstacles to your advantage. Power plays might show up, but it's best to sidestep them.